Hello, Commanders fans! Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Commanders consider draftee to be most explosive. It's no secret that while the Washington Commanders have found a way to improve a defense that was one of the worst in NFL history heading into 2023, they still have a long way to go. Washington's secondary, even with the addition of Marshon Lattimore, has been criticized by top prospects late in the season. So much so that the team understands that it needs to address the secondary early in the 2025 draft. Safety is clearly a bigger need than cornerback at this point. Luckily for the Commanders, South Carolina safety Nick Emmanwori could be the perfect fit for the job. NFL.com's Bucky Brooks even called the young safety the most explosive in the draft class. This year's Combine star is more than just a workout warrior. Emmanwori is a big play specialist who shows off his decathlete-like skills with pads, Brooks said. Whether it's hitting a big running back in the hole or intercepting a misplaced pass and taking it back to the base, the South Carolina standout perfectly illustrates how elite athleticism translates into dominant production. The 6'3", 225-pound wideout with 36'11" speed and explosive leaping ability, 44'11" vertical and 11'20" broad jump, is the wide-ranging player defensive coordinators prefer in the middle of the field. With the speed to chase down runners from sideline to sideline and the leaps to knock away inbounds, Emmanwori is one of the few defensive game-changers in the 2025 class. Emmanwori can bring a type of athleticism the Commanders haven't had in their secondary in a long time. For that reason alone, Washington will want to keep an eye on him now. ESPN draft analyst tells Commanders to keep an eye on TreVeyon Henderson. The Washington Commanders finished the 2024 season with the third-best rushing attack in the NFL. It was a huge turnaround for the Commanders under new head coach Dan Quinn and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. While Washington's rushing attack was statistically one of the best in the NFL, what would have happened if we had removed sensational rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels from the equation? Daniels led the Commanders with 891 rushing yards, averaging 6 yards per attempt. Brian Robinson Jr. was Washington's top running back, finishing with 799 rushing yards. The Commanders struggled to run the ball over the course of last season. Sure, some of that can be attributed to the offensive line, but the running backs weren't without their flaws either. Going forward, Washington would like to rely less on Daniels to run the ball, adding a young running back to the rotation of Robinson, Austin Ekeler, Jeremy McNichols, and Chris Rodriguez Jr. All 4 running backs will be free agents in 2026. Fortunately for the Commanders, this is one of the best running back classes in the NFL draft in years. Washington reportedly wants to add a dynamic running back who can play every down. Could former Ohio State star TreVeyon Henderson be that guy? Washington holds the 29th overall pick in next week's 2025 NFL Draft, and Henderson is among the running backs who could be selected in the first round. Ashton Jeanty will go in the top 10, while Omarion Hampton will go somewhere in the top 20. ESPN draft analyst Jordan Reed told the Commanders to keep an eye on Henderson. "This is a deep running back class, really the best since 2017, Reed said Sunday on ESPN's Sports Center. A couple of early names to keep an eye on, especially in the early rounds. The first one is TreVeyon Henderson from the Washington Commanders. The Commanders have Brian Robinson and Austin Ekeler in the backfield right now. They're both in the final year of their contracts, so Henderson is a name I think they're going to be really interested in. It wouldn't surprise me if he's the third running back taken in the first round. So keep an eye on him at number 29 overall. While Reed or anyone else knows what Washington general manager Adam Peters will do, it's clear Henderson is a player who would fit in perfectly. Not only can Henderson break up long runs, but he also helps in the passing game. More importantly, have you seen him in pass protection? You can bet Peters and the Washington coaching staff have had a blast watching Henderson in pass protection. Evaluate the trade proposal. Commanders add Jaire Alexander in big deal. The Washington Commanders have been aggressive in the trade market this offseason. One NFL analyst believes general manager Adam Peters may have another trick up his sleeve. Making more moves will be difficult. The Commanders have just 5 selections in the 2025 NFL Draft after signing cornerback Marshon Lattimore, wide receiver Deebo Samuel Sr., and left tackle Laremy Tunsil. Peters is likely looking to add picks rather than part with additional assets. At the same time, the respected front office leader didn't rule out any possibilities. The Commanders are in win-now mode sooner than expected after the team's sensational run to the NFC Championship. Peters needs to take advantage of quarterback Jayden Daniels' cheap rookie contract before things get expensive to keep his starting player. A mixed approach this offseason suggests he's leaving no stone unturned. NFL analyst points to Commanders as top target for Jaire Alexander. Mitch Milani of Bleacher Report believes the Commanders should make another major trade deal before the season. Green Bay Packers cornerback Jaire Alexander was the top target, who the analyst believes could be locked up for a 4th-round pick in 2025. I think they would be willing to make a trade because I think they desperately need another cornerback. They already traded for Deebo Samuel. They already traded for Laremy Tunsil. Why not make another trade? They won a lot of close games last year. They won with an underwhelming defense, so they want to take advantage of every opportunity to continue their upward trajectory. Matt Milani via Commanders Nation Alexander remains with the Packers, despite speculation linking him to a trade. He has performed at a high level when healthy, but injuries have limited his impact over the past 2 seasons. There is a growing sense that the Packers will eventually release Alexander. Teams will be reluctant to take on his contract with the injury concerns. Giving up assets for the 2-time Pro Bowler doesn't seem likely. But if the former first-round pick from Louisville comes on the market, the Commanders could make a move. Washington has Marshon Lattimore and Mike Sainristil as the starting outside linebackers currently. Noah Igbinoghene re-signed to a 1-year deal after shining at nickel last time out. The Commanders also signed Jonathan Jones in free agency, who brings Super Bowl-winning experience and proven production. Adding another college player may be the best course of action. The Commanders can't leave anything to chance, so another cornerback with starting potential wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Trade proposal grade B. If they do pursue the veteran option, a trade for Alexander can't be ruled out entirely. The Commanders should monitor developments, but sacrificing assets for a player who is counting a combined $51 million against the salary cap in the final 2 years of his contract doesn't seem feasible. Fans should expect the unexpected, given how Peters approached his recruitment this offseason.